Brian Anderson at the table with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. And now the opening lineup for Seattle. Edwards out there with Paolo Banchero. Then there's McDaniels, and it's Roy in at the 2. And for Chicago, we've got Amir Coffey, and it's Jordan in at the 2 guard. And so here is Chicago. Here's Keenan. Roy pulls it in. Pass to Crawford. Shoots from the elbow. Lets the 3 fly. Roy can't get it to go. Here's Coffey. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game. Here's Crawford. To the right side. The 3 from Banchero. Connects from downtown.
His ability to shoot off the catch is a big plus. Banchero has quick reactions, a really versatile scorer.
I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. Here's Crawford. Chicago making their last shot. The layup misses. Chicago with the ball. Here's Coffey. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. And he recovers it. Coffey, the pass to Jordan. Here's Keenan. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans. Going up for the graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant. Just over a minute and a half in. Pass to Banchero. Ball stolen. On the break. Here's Jordan. And they get it back. Here's Wilkins. Buries it from 3.
So many things that Adebayo does as a big man, but it's that passing skill that really separates him.
Here's Roy. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It goes on Bam Adebayo. Seattle shooting their first free throws of the game. It's both from the stripe.
Well, a great player on a great roll at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Jordan with the bucket.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Seattle making a switch here. Eason's checked in.
Second team foul. Substitution for the away team. Number 17. Tari Eason.
Pass to Roy. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's Crawford. Just 5 on the clock. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. With the drive. And it's Keenan missing. Seattle trails by 4. Roy's shot is good.
Already an excellent passer at his position. Banchero just loves showing off his court vision.
Adebayo, that's good.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Here's Crawford. Oh, great D that time from Adebayo. Here's Wilkins. Drops in the 3. Wilkins has got 6.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though. Here's Coffey. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Coffey's got his second basket of the game. Knocks it loose. Oh, he nails that. 3 for 4 now.
I got the bonus. I got the bonus. I got the bonus. Coffee.
Maybe that should be their plan.
A minute 4 left in the first. Here's Crawford. 4-3. Chicago with a rebound. Adebayo's got his 5th rebound of this one. Here's Wilkins. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. And so it's Banchero who brings it up for the Supersonics. They trail by 9.
Dominique Wilkins. Second personal foul. 3rd team foul. Substitution for the away team, DeJounte Murray. Jason Terry.
There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's the 3. Knocks it down from distance.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Jordan inside, defended by Murray. And there's Jordan on the assist from Adebayo. Adebayo's got 3 assists in the game. Murray for 3. Chicago with a rebound. And here's Jordan. Oh, hey, how about that?
That's impressive.
And a strong finish with 2 hands.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
And so it's Chicago, ending the quarter up 10. And they push the tempo in this one, getting out in transition and making the defense pay. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. Push the tempo.
I'm the best. I'm king.
If you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Chicago.
You figured they might want to come out and run, and it's been the key for them early. They're just feasting on fast break chances.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
And Seattle, looking at who they've got. Paolo Banchero is out there with Tari Eason. Then there's Edwards. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Terry in at the point.
That's what you call playing big. He just stays committed to the attack mode.
Tip of the cap there. I mean, that defense was good. The finish was better.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And Grant, DeJounte Murray, a bit of a throwback player. He's comfortable attacking at all 3 levels.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he does a lot of work in the mid-range for a guard. He's very comfortable with any shot on the floor. Not shy about putting up a ton of attempts if that's what's needed.
And it's Seattle with the ball. Chicago making their last shot. McDaniels is checked in for Seattle.
First personal foul. First team foul. Coming onto the floor for the away team.
And Carroll finds Edwards. Outside Murray. The 3. And again, it's Seattle missing.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And it's Drexler missing. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. And he'll be shooting his first free throw.
And the playmaking skills Banchero has already are outstanding. Just such a unique young player.
Seattle trails by 13. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. Murray for 3. Chicago with a rebound.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Wow, Banchero using his size to find a path to the rim.
Here's Drexler. Uses the glass on the layup. Drexler's got 4 points in the quarter.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
And Seattle calls time here.
This is a timeout. I go bathroom. You wait.
Seattle making a switch here.
Your dance team.
Seattle trails by 15. Robinson in the post. Here's Edwards. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Well, he seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. You see that pay off.
Shot's good by James.
They're handling the contact so well. Bronny James using that solid build of his to finish strong inside.
All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. McDaniels, that's good.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Here's Stockton. Off the left rim and out. Seattle trails by 12. Outside McDaniels. No good there. That would have cut it to single digits. Rodman's shot is good. Rodman's got 4 points in the quarter.
Like seeing Noah pass the ball. We know he can do that. Always has his head up.
Seattle on offense. For three, Robinson. Chicago with a rebound. And here's the fast break. And James gets it to go. James has gotten his second bucket of the game.
And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down. But when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Seattle making a switch here.
First personal foul. Third team foul. Substitution for the away team. Gary Payton.
A minute 35 left in the second. Edwards. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one. He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Chicago leading by 14. Here's Rodman. Boom! He jams it straight down.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
And 1:01 left in the first half. The ball's knocked loose. In transition. By himself. Oh, a huge slam. An exclamation point on that break.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points, while the other guys struggle to keep up.
On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe. And he makes a first. And Carroll's checked in for Payton. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. 50 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Drexler, and he banks in the layup. Drexler's got 6.
And when you've got your opponent down, you don't want to take your foot off the pedal.
This is what great players try to do. They're not allowing the opposition to gain any kind of hope to try and get back in the game.
Here's Crawford. Seattle shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
15 foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, Crawford's such a unique player. Tall and skinny, devastatingly quick, great handle, and an innate ability to score the basketball.
Chicago leading by 16. Oh, he picked him clean. Here's the break. The finish. Spread on the floor. Ben Caro.
This is how you execute in transition, getting all the way to the cup.
Yeah, sweet finishes like that, you see everybody get up. Look at the guys on the bench. They're fired up.
Count it.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
Pass to Roy. This one for 3. Sinks it from distance. Roy's got 5 points in the quarter. And so it's Chicago in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach tonight. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shots. Drumline. They're thinking about the shot.
Holy crap, he made it!
very lopsided first half. We'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Here's Crawford.
Home team foul. Dominique Wilkins. Third personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Crawford. They've got Derek Lively, and it's Rodman in at small forward. Crawford, no good.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And for Seattle, Paolo Banchero is out there with Edwards. Then it's Jaden McDaniels, and it's Crawford in at the one spot. There's the foul. It's on Derek Lively. That's his first foul. The home team on D, and that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Here's Crawford. No good on the quick three. Chicago leading by 13. Pass to Brand. Over Banchero. And that one's good. Brand.
And he wastes no time coming out of the break.
Seattle on offense. Here's Crawford.
Yeah, they've been pretty careless so far, racking up a number of fouls in very little time.
Fourth personal foul. Third team foul. Substitution for your home team. Larry Keenan. John Stockton. Home team foul. Larry Keenan. First personal foul.
Here's Crawford. Pass to McDaniels. Three-pointer. Pure from three-point range. McDaniels got 6.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
That one's good for 2.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
And Seattle calls time here.
Let's see what you got. Let's hear it for all our dancers. Substitution on the
And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Ooh, it's stolen by Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
Seattle trails by 16. Out left to the wing. Here's Roy, covered by Jordan. And there's a defensive 3-second call. And he's gone 1 for 1 in the game so far at the line. And the technical free throw is good.
He gets to the line a lot. Banchero knows that and works on those shots at practice.
Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. Crawford, no good. Chicago leading by 15. Pass to Jordan. Puts it up. McDaniels with the rebound.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. Seattle trails by 17. Here's Roy. 11 points in the game.
And now they've got to be careful at the defensive end. They're over the limit much earlier than they should be.
He's had 4 chances at the line. He's made them all. The first one falls. Both shots good from the stripe. And so here is Chicago. Keenan, pass to Jordan. Lets it go. Seattle pulls it in.
I admire the play call. They just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Now here's Jordan. Give him 8 points now. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Jordan's got 4 points in the quarter.
He means business. Unlikely to be a comeback on his watch.
Well, he's grabbed a tee and a blanket because he's putting this one to bed.
And the basket is good.
Just more and more comfortable the guys are when Bam has the ball and they cut, they know they're going to get it.
Seattle trails by 19. You know, he's 6'9". Brent, would you call Bam Adebayo a small ball center?
If you were standing in front of him, B.A., would you do that? I don't know if I want to do that. I want to ask Bam what he wants to be called, whether it's center or forward. It doesn't really much matter. This guy can play both ends of the floor and can dominate a game. He's got great strength, great length, and continues to grow his game.
Adebayo with the rejection.
Are we sure that Bam's not wearing a watch out there? Perfect timing.
Seattle making a switch here. Eason's checked in. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Knocked away. Here we go. Here's Keenan. Wow. What a finish with a reverse dunk.
The reverse slam, that was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display. A minute 29 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Pass to Eason. Lots of room. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Noah. The shot's good on the assist by James. Noah's got his first bucket in this one.
If Noah gets in that deep, the defense is going to have a tough time dealing with him that low. He's got skills enough to score under the bucket.
And he'll take his third and fourth free throws of the night. First free throw is good. Terry's checked in for Seattle. And he makes both free throws. Chicago leading by 21. Here's Lively. And a slam dunk by Lively.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
54 seconds left in the third quarter. Three trips to the line so far for him in this one. Then he drops the first. That one misses. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
And things are definitely working offensively. A balanced attack is just so much harder to defend. Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, the thing is, they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Seattle making a switch here. Murray's checked in, and that's good as he hits both shots. They have really been in control of this one.
You don't want to get complacent here.
Rodman's shot is good.
It would take some very special defense to stop him once he gets that close to the bucket, and they weren't special that time.
These are his first free throws of the game.
Personal foul. At the line for the away team, DeJounte Murray.
And he makes the first.
Well, since coming into the league, Murray's worked so hard on his free throw shooting. It's really paying off.
Jordan's checked in for Chicago. Chicago leading by 23. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock.
Woo! He just levitated in the air, double pumped, and then slammed it home.
How about the D right there? They just got out of the way. They let him choose what kind of move he wanted to make. 19 seconds left to play in the third. And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Fifth personal foul. Shooting for the away team, Jason Terry.
The first free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Rodman. 2 points. That one goes. Rodman's got 10 points.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Pass to Murray. 1 second left. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. Chicago ahead, running away with it. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Derek Lively, and it's Rodman in at the three. And it's Seattle with the ball. Pass to Roy. Drexler grabs the board. Chicago with the ball. Brand passes to Lively. Here's Rodman. Here's Drexler. Let's go with a three. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
So sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop.
That's a tough walk back to the showers. I'm pretty sure he'd like to have a couple of those plays back.
Chicago making a switch here. James is checked in. Payton's checked in for Seattle. Murray comes in for Terry. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Chicago?
I mean, they've been sinking shots from mid-range, and they found a gap there in the defense, and they just continue to exploit it.
Well, we've also seen them being very aggressive down in the paint. All game long, they've been hunting down those inside points.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. They've got a commanding lead.
It just seems like everything is going their way.
The offensive rebound. The shot's good.
And when you're the ones trying to fight your way back into the game, you simply cannot allow second chances.
Yeah, those are tough. You get back into the game by working harder than the other team, not the other way around. They're just going to extend this lead.
Outside Payton. Takes a three. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Payton's gotten himself on the board with a three there.
Murray has the ball in his hands. His teammates know that they got to stay ready because he's looking.
Oh,
yes, sir!
Wow!
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. And it's Seattle with the ball. Murray looking around. To the paint. Here's McDaniels. Chicago with a rebound. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Oh, a two-handed power slam.
You need to bring a lot of help to stop him.
Man, with his elevation, he might just rise above it anyway. Seattle on offense. Here's Roy. Lively grabs the miss. Lively's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Drexler. Puts it up from 17. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. Drexler's got 10 points in just the second half.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
13 foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Bancaro. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Adebayo finds Jordan. Yes, and it's Adebayo picking up the assist. Adebayo's got 6 assists now in the game. And there's the call. It's on Bam Adebayo. That's foul number 2 for him.
14 foul.
There's a minute 59 left in the fourth.
Bam Adebayo. Third personal foul. 15 foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
For the away team, Brandon Roy. 2 shots.
It's both from the stripe. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 19-6 run. Now here's Jordan. He's guarded closely. Edwards pulls it in.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off. Clearly defensive miscue there. If there's not a body on him that's sitting at the mid-range, that's a defensive mistake.
Oh, my God. That was impressive. How many guys can flush it like this man?
Not many, that's for sure. He can really fly.
And the defense knows this. Somebody has to come over to contest.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Jordan, and slam dunk by Jordan.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way.
Yeah, and this is not what they needed. Now the clock is stopped, and their opponent is at the line.
5th personal foul. Team is in the penalty.
That one's off.
The line for the away team, Jamal Crawford. 2 shots.
Good on the second one.
You know, the team's struggling to come back. He really wanted all of those free throws.
And the basket by Coffey.
Home team foul. Larry Keenan. 4th personal foul.
First one falls for him.
For the away team, Jamal Crawford.
Both shots good from the stripe. Now Adebayo. Pass to Jordan. Puts one up from 19. Good! And the assist goes to Adebayo.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Here's Crawford. 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And it's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Here's Jordan. Edwards pulls it in. Banchero surveys.
Home team foul. Michael Jordan. First personal foul. At the line for the away team, Paolo Banchero. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Banchero. He's perfect from the line this time. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Inside, here's Jordan, and slam dunk by Jordan.
Knew exactly where his teammate would be. That's a product of good chemistry.
Oh, the teardrop falls in.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Here's Crawford.
Looks like he'll cruise to the win. This just ends his night a little early.
6th personal foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
Into the lineup for your home team.
And so he hits both. And so here is Chicago. Jordan goes in, and slam dunk by Jordan.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looked looks so fluid.
Yeah, and absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. It's not going to go for him.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
And so Chicago takes the win.
Oh,
Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and our entire 2K Sports crew, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And now our player of the game.